Hey, this is John Davis, the Simple Systems Guy and creator of the Sado Method, where we teach people how to have more, do less, and live fully by systemizing their businesses. I want to tell you a story today and ask you a question first. What would it do for you in your business if you had 50% more opportunity? That is 50% less time invested in your business, yet still getting double the results. I submit to you it's possible. And the way you do that is by systemizing, automating, delegating, and outsourcing your business. I want to tell you the story about a guy named James. Now, James is a brilliant marketer. He's been in the karate industry for 16 years, and he knows his stuff. He knows how to do karate, he knows how to teach karate, he's been a national champion with a couple of titles. Yet James had a big problem. He was confused one day when he was frustrated with his employees and asking himself why he was having so much trouble and difficulty getting them to do the exact same things that he did. He was a brilliant systems guy, or so he thought, yet he wasn't able to communicate that to his employees. And so he thought that his employees were incompetent, and the straw kind of broke for him when he lost 25 sales at $1,500 a piece, equating to a loss of $37,500 in his business. Now, what would that do for you in your business if you lost $37,500 within a weekend's time frame? It'd be a pretty dramatic decrease in business. Well, how is it that we can capture that and make it so that we can make and capture all the money that we need to with our business? Well, I'm going to teach you exactly how. Now, what James did is he actually systemized his business. In other words, he wanted to teach his employees how to do exactly what he did, how to have the conversations that he did, how to interact with the clients the way he did, and how to close them on the deals the way he knew how to do it for years, but up to this point hadn't been able to do it. Well, how did he do it? Well, here's what James did. The first thing he did was he observed what it was he was doing in his business. He took a look around and honestly looked at it and said, here's what I'm doing, here's what I shouldn't be doing, and here's what's really going on in my business. Now, when you're observing in your business, this is called the mental catalog. You're just getting a snapshot in your mind about what things are like in your field of expertise. We're looking at it honestly, objectively, and we might even ask others to help us do it. But it's not enough just to look at what we're doing. We have to go on to the next step and create a physical catalog, and the way we're going to do that is by documenting everything that we do. Now, you can do this a lot of different ways. You can have a whiteboard like I have here, and you can see probably surrounding me. I use post-it notes. I use a legal pad. I use anything that I have in my possession to actually document what it is I'm going through. And I want to share with you a little system that I developed. It's simply a card file, and you can do the same thing for about $8, $10 at Walmart. You can go and get this card system. What's neat about this is I can pull out a card in any one of organized thoughts that I have or categories I'm trying to improve or create, and I simply document what's happening in that process. So I'll say, okay, here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm thinking, here's how I'm acting in this case. What power does this give you? This gives you the opportunity to know exactly what's going on in your business. But also, when you have this mental catalog often haunts us. We dream about it, we think about it, we scheme about it, until we finally get it out of our head, and we allow that mental space to be freed up to actually focus on what it is we're good at. And this is the whole idea of systemizing our business. So now that we've observed what we've done, now that we've documented what it is we have to do, we have to go to the final step, which is to actually refine and test what it is we set up in the first two steps. You see, we might not be as effective as we think we are, but we're not going to know that until we actually refine it and actually apply what it is we're trying to do. So if you had a challenge, or you're feeling overwhelmed in business, you feel like you can't control your business or your cash flow, if you can't control your personal life, these are the 3 steps you'll follow to systemize anything. And I promise you that as you go through these steps of observing, of documenting, and refining your processes, you'll figure out pretty quickly what it is you don't like doing, and you'll figure out pretty quickly what overwhelms you. This is John Davis, the Simple Systems Guy, inviting you to systemize, to freedomize your life.